best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the Blue Plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
Welcome to the Clay Edwards Show. More adrenaline.
You know, it's a pretty interesting time to be alive. What's the saying? May the times you live in be interesting. We've accomplished that.
And more testosterone for your morning drive.
But when you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest? What's going on?
Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal. And they don't care. And everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now. And I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a mother like me.
Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio. It's award-winning podcaster Clay and
boom, shakalaka boom. You've tuned in to the free range human show of choice, your daily dose of reality radio. It starts right now. This is the Clay Edwards Show. I am, of course, Clay Edwards, coming at you live here inside the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios on a FAFO Friday, right here on 103.9 WYAB, Mississippi's 50,000 watt news talk blowtorch. That makes us not number 2, not number 3. That makes us the number 1 most powerful news talk station in the state of Mississippi. Don't listen to what anybody else says. We go by facts here, not feelings. We're the number 1 stunner. What? 103.9 WYAB. If you want to text the show this morning, the Ellis Autoplex text line. By the way, you can check out Ellis Autoplex at ellisautoplex.com. They call it Little Truck City for a reason. They got a bunch of trucks out there, 4-doors, 4-wheel drives, lifted up, regular, big tires, small tires. They got some 2-wheel drive, I'm sure. They got it all. Something for every price point within reason. Check them out online today, ellisautoplex.com, or swing by in person, Highway 471, Flowood, Mississippi, right down there on the north end, I believe it is, of, where's south end? Anyway, no, north end of 471, right down there close to 25. You'll see it. It's easy to find. Put it in the old Googleator there in your maps, and it'll drive you straight there. And check out all the great inventory this weekend at Ellis Autoplex. And of course, you can sell them your vehicle too. They make you a fair market value offer on the vehicle. Anyhow, Ellis Autoplex. The text line, if you want to chime in with me this morning, 769-241-1944, 769-241-1944. We'll open up the phone lines in the second segment of the show today. Don't call yet, but the phone number is 601-879-0002. Coming up at 8:07, we'll have State Rep Fred Shanks for a short 20 minutes-ish, give or take. He's got a caucus meeting at 8:30, so we'll cut our Under the Dome segment a little short this week. But we'll have Fred, and I think there's some more updates on the ABC Liquor Warehouse debacle that he teased in a text message last night. So we'll see what he has to say about that. We are streaming worldwide on the Mazda of Jackson live stream. And we are, for the first time ever, probably for the last time, we are streaming to my 100,000 followers on TikTok, as well as Facebook, X, YouTube, and Rumble. Just type in Save JXN, and you will see them all there. Now, for whatever reason, I just can't get it to work over on Instagram, which it did last week. It's still attempting to connect. If it does, I'll let you know. But for whatever reason, no dice on Instagram right now. Not sure what the problem with that is, but if that changes, I'll let you know. If for some reason you'll want to go watch on Instagram. Really, there's more haters over there on Instagram than anywhere. So I like to push the show over there just to agitate the culture rot folks. They're like, I hate you. You're a racist. I'm like, thank you for watching. All right. I think we got all our house cleaning done there. Welcome to the show this morning. You can, of course, always comment in the live stream if you want to comment there on the Mazda Jackson live stream. We try to read those throughout the show. Sometimes I get to them, sometimes I don't. Most of the time, they're just over there. I don't even know if they're listening to the show half the time based on some of the comments I see over there. I'm like, what in the blue hell are y'all talking about? I haven't said about any of that stuff. But so yesterday, a little big news dropped right at about 12:55. And I know the time because as soon as I got the notifications, I screenshot it and sent it over to Sean because I knew he was on with Lindsay and he would find it quite interesting. Trump, some are saying he fired her, some are saying he reassigned her, whatever you want to call it. She's no longer DHS secretary. And I have pulled for Christie. I wanted Christie to do a good job. I really did. I like her. Pretty girl bias, right? Pretty hot girl. Not pretty hot. She's a pretty hot girl. So you pull for them to do good, man. We pull for good-looking people, right? We just do. We have a pretty chick bias. Just like girls have a good-looking guy bias. Like you pull for good-looking people to do good. And she did a terrible job. I think if we're just being honest. Even if she didn't do a terrible job, I mean, I liked all the chaos in Minneapolis. I liked the two white liberal nut job domestic terrorists getting their caps peeled back. I thought we should do more of that. I don't know what the problem is there, except that we didn't do that to more of them. But that's just my opinion. I think that's how you start teaching some real lessons around here. But there's a reason I'm not in the cabinet, I guess. But what really seemed to, I guess, get under Trump's crawl was she spent about $200 million in an ad campaign promoting herself. And then she said that she had his permission to do it. And I guess maybe she didn't. And I'd heard about this just kind of completely, how do I say this? Completely, what's the word I'm looking for here? Accidentally. We'll just say that. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. So we'll just say I accidentally stumbled across this a couple of weeks ago, just randomly on YouTube. I don't know how I went down a Air Force One, Air Force Two, a private plane, a rabbit hole, watching some videos about like private government, like government planes and jets and stuff. But I ended up finding a video about this new. It looked like a smaller version of Air Force One and Air Force Two. And I know that's not the real names of the planes, but you know what the government calls it. The president's in it, it's Air Force One. If the vice president in it, I believe it's Air Force Two. Anyway, it's one of the smaller jets, but by no means is it a small jet. It's probably like the size of Trump's personal jet. And it had been painted just like the big ones with the United States of America on it and the blue and all that, blue and white. And they're like, what is this plane? And they did some research on it and they somehow got a tour of it. And it's got this big master bedroom suite in the back of it. They're like, yeah, this is for Kristi Noem, the DHS. And they're like, why she has a master bed in the back of this thing? I have no clue. And like I said, it was a good month, maybe 6 weeks ago when I saw this video. And so it was kind of stuck in the back of my head. Well, then I start hearing about this alleged affair with Corey Lewandowski, which we knew that Christie had been having an affair with somebody or had an affair with, maybe it's been with Corey for a long time, but she was married or technically still is married, but there was all these rumors of her having an affair. I just don't remember who the original one was, who the original affair was with. Again, it may be Corey Lewandowski, who for longtime Trump supporters remembers Corey as his campaign manager in 2016. And then Corey had some problems here and there. I think, remember, he got arrested too for something or another. And anyway, he was back in the camp for 2024. He was an advisor or whatnot. And somehow or another, he's been like a special assistant to the DHS secretary, Kristi Noem. Well, there've been all these rumors they've been having an affair. And then it all kind of came to a head yesterday when they said that some Trump insiders said this. Now, Trump didn't say it, but said, yeah, there's some real problems with this new plane that she has and this master bed. in the back, and then all this stuff, these alleged affair rumors with Corey Lewandowski. I don't know. So basically what we're saying here is and she went and got this plane on her own. Like, she controls her budget. So she budgeted for this plane because it started out as a rental. And then they just kind of had it wrapped in the United States, the official Air Force One kind of vibe. And pretty much what they've done is created them a penthouse in the sky, a hotel in the sky for them to join the 30,000, the Mile High Club, to join the Mile High Club on the government dime. Now, don't hate the player, hate the game. I ain't mad at them. Fist bump to Corey Lewandowski. Fist bump right there, dog. I ain't mad at you. I mean, now, allegedly, he's married too. You know, shame on them for cheating on their spouses, but I'm guessing that they're separated from their spouses and they're just still technically, legally married. You know, I'm not going to get caught up in the semantics of I ain't got the government out of my business yet, so I can't date somebody. I would be quite the hypocrite if I said otherwise, because, you know, my divorce was not final, but I can assure you I was dating somebody else before my divorce was final. We live under separate roofs. The only reason we ain't divorced yet is because you won't sign these damn papers. We divorced. You ain't going to be CB and me. No, ma'am. Ain't going to be doing it. Ain't going to be doing it. So I got a text in. Somebody said, I believe Corey was really the one running DHS. Yeah, look, she was the face of the place. I don't believe she was running DHS. She had no experience to be running DHS. But whatever the case may be, we now have Mark Wayne Mullins running DHS, a congressman from Oklahoma. And this dude is an American badass. Like, he is my new superhero. And we've got some video we'll play after this next break here of him standing up and getting ready to throw blows in a congressional hearing with a guy that tried to fight him. Let's see here. If I got it pulled up here real quick, we may be able to play it before the break. No, I forgot I didn't save it to my favorites. I retweeted it. Let's see here. Here we go. I got it. Give me 2 seconds here. We'll get it pulled up and we'll play this real quick here for you guys, because why not, right? Why the heck not? This is our new DHS secretary. And man, talk about my kind of guy. Straight head buster. Straight head buster. Not playing any games. Called the guy out. He read what the guy said to him. I guess he sent a letter saying he'd whoop him. And he said, well, I'm just going to let him say it. Now, there's a little Metallica music, I think, in the background. We're probably going to get pinged for on YouTube for playing this, but whatever. I'll fall on the sword.
Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on. Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution, every poll?
No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator.
Quit.
I think that was Bernie. I think that was Bernie in the background. You're a United States Senator. So he's a senator, not a congressman, by the way. I apologize for getting that wrong. But that is our new DHS secretary. Put that in your veins. That's the kind of people we got fighting for America. Call! Eagles soaring, baby, on a FAFO Friday. We'll be right back on the Clay Edwards Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Got electrical problems? Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric are here for you. Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician, serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home rewiring are just the start of what Cowden Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com today to see all that they do. Cowden Electric, powering your home and business.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
Located in Ridgeland and Flora, come see me, Jamie Creel, Shelter Insurance.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Your pool should be something you enjoy, not something you fight with. Hi, I'm Darren with Elite Pools. At Elite Pools, we do more than just service. We take care of everything your pool needs, from your routine maintenance to your full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. If your pool needs a little attention or a fresh start, then Elite Pools can bring it back to life. Visit Elite Pools online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swimming.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness in Mississippi. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show, live here on 103.9 WYAB. Before we do an ad read, I want to go straight to this video that the White House released this morning, or maybe yesterday. And it's just something to get you fired up on a FAFO Friday here as we go into the weekend. Just remember, we are America. You are America. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, straight, immigrant, illegal. Well, no, illegal, you're not American. Sorry, you got to leave. Black, white, Hispanic, Indian. It don't matter what you are, gay, straight. That's the only 2 things I recognize, by the way. Anything else, crazy. But anyway, doesn't matter what you are, who you are, how you got here. As long as you're here legally, born here, you are American. It is your birthright or your God-given right to be just a badass. So enjoy this. You can go. It ain't too late to go wash that blue and purple out of your hair this morning. I know a good stylist. I know a good barber. We can fix you. We can fix you. This is going to help get that running through your veins. If you're listening on the radio, just close your eyes and just think of American supremacy. And I'm giving you the soundtrack to just vision us blowing our enemies to hell. This is courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
Wake up, Daddy son.
Welcome home, son.
Strength and honor. Strength and honor.
What will you do without freedom? Mavericks inbound.
You can't conceive of what I'm capable of.
Finished. Yeah, I'm thinking of that.
I'm here to fight for truth and justice in the American way.
I am the danger. Time to find out. Maximum effort. Here it comes. Now end this.
Flawless victory.
Yes. Put it in my veins this morning. Y'all get about 042 Wine and Spirits today. Get all of your wine and spirit needs for the weekend. Right over there, Highway 80, Brandon, Mississippi. Crossgates, Brandon, next to Sonny's Barbecue. Locally owned, locally operated. Good dudes, good girls that work there. Kim, one of the girls that worked there, I literally known her since I was 14 years old. We grew up in the same neighborhood. Kevin, bartender for years and years and years around here, going all the way back to the dock at least. Can mix any drink you could possibly imagine. Can help you with any recipe you need when you're buying stuff from there. Just ask him. He does not mind helping you out. Shout out to Kevin. Just great folks there, top to bottom. I don't know everybody else's name there, but good folks. They've had a really consistent crew that's been there for a long time. And that tells me a lot about a place when they don't have high turnover, especially in retail. It means they take care of their customers, means they take care of their employees because their employees are taking care of their customers. It's a good trickle-down effect there. So swing by there today assuming there's no backlog issues. Normally, they've got about 400 different wines to choose from, over 200 different bourbons and whiskeys, 50 different vodkas, 50 different tequilas or more. All the setups you can imagine, all the ready-to-drink cocktails in a can. All you got to do is just open them, pour them on some ice, put them in your fridge, drink them cold, whatever you want to do. Of course, don't drink and drive. And they don't forget that they close at 8 during the week and on weekends. So make it, if you're used to somewhere that stays open to 10, just make a mental note. Hey, I got to get there by 8. And boom, off to doing whatever you got to do for the weekend. 042 Wine and Spirits. All right, man. Let me switch back over here. Get the comments pulled back up on the screen here. Let's see what we got in the comments. The Ellis Autoplex text line is 769-241-1944. 769-241-1944. Let's see here. Frisco. Every time I hear the word Frisco, I think of Tupac. Frisco. I don't remember what song was that. All Eyes on Me, maybe, or You Can't See Me. One of the songs off All Eyes on Me. He's like Frisco, talking about San Francisco. All right. Anyway, he says, "Do they know the recipe for the dot rocker?" Oh yeah, I'm sure he does. Now he might not give that to you. That's industry insider stuff there, but a lot of people know a version of the dot rocker recipe. There was one that was floating around the internet for a while. DeWitt DeWeese on the dock's buddy of mine. I've been trying to get DeWitt on the show forever. So let me just throw that out there. If anybody's friends with DeWitt and you're listening to this morning, tell DeWitt that you want him to come on the Clay Edwards show and sit back and tell old war stories about the dock. And man, I can tell old war stories about mine, and we can just sit here and have a grand old show one day telling war stories about the nightclub days. I would love to sit back and have a good long form with DeWitt. I think we can make radio magic. I really do. But with that said, that recipe was floating around a couple of years ago all over Facebook, and DeWitt said something to the extent of, "That ain't it. It may be close. It may be something similar, but that's not it." And there's some different bars around here who have a dot rocker style drink. I mean, look, I'm not afraid to mention places that aren't sponsors. I don't abide by the fourth wall, between reality and media. I think Pelican and Shuckers has a dot rocker, and that also they have that other one, the mudslide one. So, and I didn't drink enough dot rockers back in the day. I liked them. I'm just not a big frozen drink guy. It's not that they're not good. That's like the worst hangovers you could possibly have. All that sugar. They're just loaded up with sugar. Now, Kirk, over at, everybody knows Kirk and Trevor, but Kirk, for the sake of this conversation, is a bartender at Pelican and some other places. But I was at Pelican a few months ago. Maybe it was last summer, actually. And they had just, one of my favorite flavors is that creamsicle flavor. And I'll be damned if they don't have a frozen drink that is the dreamsicle flavor. Now he's like, try this. He gave me like a little sample, like a shot cup size. Bro, I could have drank 20 of those. I didn't drink them no more than that sip because I knew if I jump down this rabbit hole, I ain't coming out of it. Not today. And I knew that I would feel like 7 levels of hell the next day if I drank all that sugary stuff. But man, oh man, oh man. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. But yeah, I don't know if he's gonna give you the dot rocker recipe. That may be a line too far. You know, that's just industry insider stuff there. But a good ask. I ain't saying he won't. How about my buddy Jeremy from San Antonio? Jeremy been giving me some good advice about some places to go in San Antonio where they got big booty Latina chicks. He says, look, Hooters, just because Hooters and Twin Peaks ain't working out, don't mean some of the locally owned places in Texas ain't got big booty Latina chicks. He said, now his wife, hopefully his wife ain't listening to this. He said, now, you know, his wife's got the like Life 360 or something like that in the location on his phone. I guess you can just do that with your iPhone. You don't have to have Life 360. And she's made it clear that if he goes to any of these places, that is grounds for a divorce. So, but anyway, he chimes in this morning and says, a couple of weekends ago, Texas Department of Public Safety, Highway Patrol, and DOT had a recruiting event at a jiu-jitsu tournament in Austin. If you can find the article, I'll send it to you on X. Yeah, man, please send that to me. That's awesome. That is awesome. Let's see here. Let's see. Got something going on. Yo, Clay, it's Justin, your YouTube mod. I have a couple concerns wanted to bring to your attention. First, maybe you shouldn't stream the show live, both YouTube channels, for a couple of reasons. All right, I'll get to that. Yeah, just appreciate it. Yeah, I was streaming the show to both YouTube channels because I was testing something, and I just keep forgetting to quit sending it to the Clay Edwards show. But that channel doesn't have many followers. It's my personal channel, and I just changed the name of it to Clay Edwards Show before anybody else claimed it. It's only got like 800 followers or something like that over there. But I was kind of testing a theory because it hasn't ever been put in YouTube jail. And the algorithm hasn't been set for that channel. So I was just curious if I streamed over there, would the show get a broader audience? It has not. That has not worked over there. And I just keep forgetting to do that. So anyway, I'll read that full text and address it off air. Well, let's see here. Let's go to some of the comments here. See what we got. Hugo says, let's go San Antonio native here. Shout out to my man. Look, I wish I'm gonna be honest. I love Mississippi. I really do. But I really feel like I was supposed to be a Texan. Like I just, like like girls, especially, they just feel like they were supposed to live in Florida. Like they were just supposed to live on a beach somewhere. Like, I just feel like I was supposed to have lived in Texas. And I don't mean all the cowboy stuff either. I'm a redneck, but I'm an urban redneck. Like an urban cowboy, but I'm just like an urbanized redneck. I'm a concrete cowboy. I'm not going for the ranches and the horses and the rodeos. I do love rodeos. I would go to all the rodeos, but I'm just saying that ain't like why I would go. But man, there's so much going on in Texas. The music, the food, just the entertainment, the ability to get away from the trash you don't want to be around and still have a good time. The money, the jobs, the entertainment, the food. Did I mention the food? I don't know. I know we got all that here, but man, it's so spread out here. It really is. I feel like I was supposed to be a Texan, but I'm not. Y'all are stuck with me. I am your representative of the FAFO Nation here in Mississippi, the Central Mississippi chapter of the FAFO Nation. As far as I know, it's the only chapter. Thank y'all for being a part of it. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get back to the news of the day here on the FAFO Friday. Coming up 8:07, we got Fred Shanks for about 20 minutes. One good long segment. We're going to see what's going on at the Capitol. And apparently there is some movement on the ABC liquor distribution debacle log jam up there. Legislators are trying the House side of the legislation is trying their best to come up with a solution. We'll see what that is and more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. 103.9 WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Spring is in the air and temperatures are on the rise, requiring us to run the AC nonstop. Don't let those days sneak up on you. Call Pure Air Consultants today for your spring inspection on your AC system. Pure Air Consultants, your go-to Ring Pro partner that can get the job done and have you resting in comfort in no time at all. Locally owned and operated, Ring and Pure Air Consultants to the rescue. Contact Pure Air Consultants today online at mypureconsultants.com. That's mypureconsultants.com.
Since 2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, Brentech truly does it all. Brentech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. Brentech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
Here at Lake and Glass and Tint, we've become well known for two things: window tint and windshields. Now, when it comes to window tint, you already know that we're the go-to for home, car, and office. And as always, we offer free consultations. So if you're in the need of window tint or windshields, give us a call, 601-946-1000. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram or at lakeandglassandtint.com. Lake and Glass and Tint, where quality matters.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, and Mazda 3s with approved credits, and get 1 year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
Men, if you answer yes to any of these questions, you could be suffering from low testosterone. Do you have low sex drive? ED, always tired, depressed, loss of muscle mass, obese, loss of focus and drive? You, my friends, need to get your numbers checked. Check out Men's Health of Mississippi, located in Madison, Mississippi, and online at menshealthms.com. Guys, get your numbers checked today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. menshealthms.com. Men's Health of Mississippi. Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studio. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show. This segment brought to you by our friends over at McBee's Bar and Grill right there. Lake Harbor Drive, Ridgeland, Mississippi. Swing by McBee's today. It's a fried catfish Friday, and I can guarantee you one thing, that is Mississippi farm-raised catfish. You ain't got to wonder. I ain't coming from Vietnam. Ain't no Vietnam. These boots ain't made for walking. That is Mississippi farm-raised catfish being served up by some of the best servers in the state of Mississippi. That's absolutely right. Locally owned, locally operated. One of the last great American dive bars left. New ownership. It's been freshened up a little bit, but it ain't lost that mystique and that charm that makes it a great American dive bar. And it's clean. I mean, there's a difference in being an old grungy dive bar, and there's nothing wrong with that if you ain't eating there. Like, I mean, I don't want to name any names because some of these places are still open, so I'll be respectful and and not name any names of some grungy dive bars. But sorry about that. But McBee's is good and clean. There's always paper towels in the restrooms. The restrooms are always clean. You know, you ain't gonna get the bubonic plague in there like you will some places. So ain't no rust anywhere, nothing like that. Sorry, my TikTok was on. Anyway, man, get by there, eat today. If fried fish ain't your thing, don't fret. You can do hand battered country fried steak, grilled chicken breast, or hamburger steak for the blue plates with all the 7 or 8, 9, 10 different sides they have available every day. I was talking about this about Martin's the other day too. Same thing goes for McBee's. I love a place that just has the same fixed amount of sides every day. There is nothing worse than going somewhere and expecting to be able to get mashed potatoes and gravy with my fried pork chop or country fried steak or whatever, fried chicken. And like, oh no, we do rice and gravy with this one on this day instead of mashed potatoes and gravy. You do what? I can't dip my crust into rice and gravy. I dip my crust into mashed potatoes. How in the blue hell am I supposed to get my roll? And that's another thing. Places that don't have rolls. McBee's has rolls, cornbread, and Mexican cornbread. How am I supposed to peel the crust off or cut a little bite up, open my roll, and make a little country fried steak slider and dip in mashed potatoes if there's no mashed potatoes available? See, these are the things I think about. If you ever wonder what drives Clay to eat and where he eats so often, these are the little things that drive me to eat and wherever I eat so often. Yes, I'm crazy. I know. I've gotten very ornery at my age. I'm going to eat what I want, when I want, how I want it. Any way you want. Maybe these boots are made for walking. McBee's Bar and Grill. Swing by today. They have mashed potatoes every day. I think they have rice and gravy every day too. As a matter of fact, we have the technology. So let's see. Where's my McBee's menu? I tell you what, me and somebody around here are gonna fight in the studio. If my McBee's menus keep wandering off, I found it. Here's the sides they have every day. Okra and stewed tomatoes. That's great, by the way. Black-eyed peas, turnip greens, rice and gravy. Side salads, lima beans, green beans, mashed potatoes, and of course they have gravy. Mac and cheese, fried okra. It is my favorite restaurant fried okra in the state of Mississippi that I've had too, by the way. I ain't talked about that in a while. If you love fried okra, it's the best restaurant fried okra. I can't say it's the best fried okra. My grandmother makes the best fried okra I've ever had. And I'm not done it. No cap, as the kids say, no cap. But McBee's is a close second. And then, of course, they have French fries. So my point being, they have those side dishes every day. All right. I didn't intend on spending 5 minutes talking about mashed potatoes and rice and gravy and country fried steak sliders, but it matters. Consistency matters. And they make their homemade ranch too. If you're on the Ridgeland side of the reservoir today, if you're not, drive over to it. McBee's Bar and Grill. Lunch is served from 11 to 2. Food is served from open to close. So try the club, try whatever. All right. Let's see here. I'll tell you what, we may go to Representative Shanks a little early here. I'll tell you what, let me tell him to go ahead and call in because he's at the Capitol. He may end up having to get into this meeting. Call in now. 601-879-0002. Hey, it's live radio. Sometimes gave him the wrong number. It would help if I gave him the right number, wouldn't it? Sometimes you have to do this when you have to have a call on audible. So we'll get Fred in here a few minutes early, and then maybe we'll get him back at 8:07 as well. So we'll get Fred to call in if he sees this text message, and we'll go ahead and start talking about what's going on down at the Capitol. Oh, let's see here. While we wait on the phone to ring, well, there's the phone. So let's get Fred on in here. Hey, Fred.
Hey, bud.
Hey,
yeah.
Cool. So what I figured we would do, since you're already at the Capitol, we'll talk till 8:54, and then if you can call back, till 7:54, and then we'll call you back at 8:07 for a few minutes, unless you can't do
No,
it.
I'm good. Like I said, I'm good till that caucus meeting. So whatever you want to do, I'll hang tight and we'll just wing it.
Okay, cool. Well, look, let's jump straight into it. We got State Rep Fred Shanks here on the phone for our Friday kind of under the dome segment. Going to see what's going on at the Capitol this week. Fred, busy week down there, at least a lot of news coming out of there this week. But you texted me last night and said we may have some more movement or an update on the ABC liquor distribution debacle or delivery debacle, whatever we want to call it, that's affecting so many Mississippians. And before you speak, I just want to remind everybody out there why we're covering this so intensely, because this isn't just about the liquor, guys. The liquor, this is about people's income, people's livelihoods. This affects way more than the guy or the girl sitting at the bar having a drink, or being able to go by the liquor store and go back to the house and pour a drink. Now, you can have your thoughts on alcohol or whatever, but what you can't deny is it is a huge economic driver. And this is creating a huge negative economic impact for the state of Mississippi. It's affecting people's tips. It's affecting people's hours at work. It is affecting a lot of money negatively and people's ability to pay their bills negatively. And look, again, no matter what side of this you're on, you shouldn't want your neighbor to be suffering because of the states or at the end of the day, it is the states screwing this up. So anyway, there you go, Fred. Just wanted to mention that.
Well, you're right, Clay, and I really appreciate you kind of leaving the tip of the spear here for people who don't know what's going on. And you and I kind of caught up Wednesday, I believe, I was kind of catching you up on some of the things that we were talking about. And so what's going on is, to the listeners that don't know, is ABC. That's the Alcohol Beverage Control. That's who delivers all the alcohol to all the liquor stores, casinos, restaurants, things like that. And they've gotten a new system, and we're not getting the whole story straight from them on our end either, and we know that. And so liquor stores, it's small businesses who are suffering here. They may place an order for, I'd just say 50 cases of whatever, and they may get 5 cases. Well, they've already paid for the 50. Right. And it's backlogged. Currently, the last I heard is that they are currently delivering, but that does not mean they're doing anything with the backlog. So one of the things you and I had talked about Wednesday.
And people's money is tied up. You have to pay when you place your order. So you got thousands and thousands of dollars. Small businesses tying up thousands and thousands of dollars for inventory that they haven't gotten. I mean, y'all have to tighten your belt buckle.
Right. It's a dire situation. In Wednesday, we had talked about if you did not get a delivery within 5 days, then you could, one of the things that we had discussed is you could just go to ABC and get it yourself. Well, since then we've had some changes, and we actually passed a bill. So I'll say this a couple of times. The bill number is 2838. So every liquor store owner and everybody who's involved, you write down the House Bill 2838. We passed it yesterday. It is going to the Senate. You need to call your senator and tell them you want this. And
HB 2838 for y'all. Listen, HB 2838. I'm gonna drop that in the live stream.
Right, and they can text you or I after we're done, if they need to, and we'll